because there are some relationships that don't need to be maintained. And often our journey to destiny, purpose, and deliverance is compromised because we got the wrong people on board. Bible in Romans gives some clear examples of times when relationship has to be broken. In fact, the Bible says that there are those among you who cause dissension. And when they cause disturbance, dissension, confusion, the word clearly says, mark them and avoid them. That word mark means to put a note upon them that says, stay away. It means to have something in you that reacts like an allergic reaction whenever they come around. Mark and avoid. That's Bible. Not only have Bible for it, that is ultimate and supreme, but we got tradition, church history, that lays a foundation for how it is that we build community, oftentimes by breaking relationship. Sometimes the best thing somebody can do for you is tell you no. Sometimes the greatest blessing you can give to someone is to tell them, no, baby, I can't do it for you this time. Because it actually forces them to get in position and be responsible with what God called them to do. You can't be for them who God called them to be. They have to walk it for themselves. So Augustine, the North African priest, has been one of my favorite points of reference for the last several weeks. Some 17 or 1800 years ago, wrote about the need to recognize when problems that show up aren't your problem to fight. And he introduced this idea in the Christian community of excommunication. This is in popular language in the contemporary Christian church because we don't think of excommunication as a loving gesture. But what Augustine argued was that excommunication is the first step to reconciliation. Because oftentimes my no pushes you to a yes with God. I'd rather you be wrong with me for you to get right with God than to be right with me and wrong with God. Are y'all with me? So he says that if you want to really understand the love of Christian community, sometimes love looks a little different than how we express it today. Because in the West and our contemporary culture, we express love as mere absolute affirmation. And so now if you love me, you will accept me and everything that I do. You won't judge me and you won't push me away, and you will keep the door open to me at all times, and you will affirm me in all things. But I might want to, and may I sagaciously suggest to you this morning that love is more than absolute affirmation. Love is not me saying yes to everything you want. Love is not me affirming everything you desire. As a matter of fact, because I love you, there's some things I got to say no. It's like the mother now, the father that looks at their child. And here it is, my 3-year-old child is in the kitchen. And they're in their exploratory stage, and they want to learn, they want to explore, they have desire, they have appetite, and all of these things now are given to them by God. They look at the stove and they see a pot of food that they're interested in, and they go to grab the food. Now, if we follow now the paradigm for love in our current culture, we would let them touch the hot pot and affirm them in their desire. But because we love them, we say, I can't affirm your action, because if you touch that hot pot, it's going to burn you. Now, the child might look very disappointed and say, don't you want me to explore? Don't you want me now to satisfy my appetite? Don't you want me to eat the food that you cooked? You say, no, I don't have an issue with any of your desire. It's just the context that you're operating in is going to destroy you. You being destroyed hurts me. So now my love has to be a no instead of a yes. I'm trying to help somebody in here that's been dealing with a situation where somebody told you, if you loved me, you would do it. You ever been held hostage by relationship? And here it is, because you ended up in the same circumstances, in the same predicament. Life had you in a similar context. Folk will hold you now hostage and make their problems your problems. And now, because you're in the same place that they're in, they look at you and say, if you loved me, you would do it. They say, you don't come this far, you did it for me the last time, why can't you do it for me this time? You've been doing it for everybody else, why can't you do it for me? Because if you really loved me, am I helping you in here? If you really loved me, mama, if you really loved me, I know I'm 30 years old and I'm a grown man that's able-bodied, but if you really loved me, you would help me to get these rims for my car. Oh God, it's this thing where they hold you hostage, and they now try to impose their problems upon you. I want to help somebody, because somebody has been held hostage from their destiny. Your ship has been hijacked by somebody else's problems, and God sent you here this morning because he wants to get a word in your spirit that will help you to understand that your deliverance is in breaking the relationship that's been holding you hostage. I told you it was going to be a difficult word. I know it's